The United Nations has called for an end to what it says is a catastrophic aid blockade on Yemen. Fuel prices increased by over 60% and cooking gas prices doubled. All of that after Saudi Arabia cut all aid access to the country. Well, the UN says it's looking at whether the closure constitutes unlawful collective punishment. Well, Afrah Nasser is an independent freelance Yemeni journalist and founder and editor-in-chief of Sanaat Review e-magazine. She joins us now from Washington, D.C. Good to have you with us. It's already a desperate humanitarian situation by all accounts in Yemen. How do you think that if this closing of all of Yemen's airports and seaports as we know it goes into some long-term situation, what would that mean for the country?
This means a death sentence to all Yemenis. I think even before this total blockade, Yemen was also in another almost blockade for a lot of entries for over 1 year, and that made really life extremely impossible and impacted all aspects of life. So this, the Saudis' decision with the total blockade will definitely kill all Yemenis. It used to be a slow death for millions in Yemen before, but now it will be a fast death. And I said it before, and I need to repeat it again. The apathy over the atrocities in Yemen makes its people really feel abandoned, and more painfully makes them realize how Yemeni's blood counts for nothing. And it's really difficult to imagine or comprehend the life under such a blockade, and how the world really failed to acknowledge that this situation is beyond tragedy. It's such a shame on humanity, honestly.
Do you think that feeling of abandonment is at all alleviated by the sort of signs or rumblings we've had in the UN lately towards an investigation or accountability process?
Yemenis are tired of just words. They need an action. Even though there are a lot of statements from world leaders and so on, but there is nothing on reality or on the ground that has changed, except that life has become even worse and harsher. Beside the blockade, it's been also over 1 year since civil servants, millions of civil servants, they haven't been paid their salaries, and they lack the purchase power to keep up with the skyrocketing prices. So on the ground, life is just as difficult and harsh, and statements haven't been translated into concrete action on the ground.
Afrah Nasser, thanks so much.